or less?
Man, there's so many genes. There's more than 1,000 epigenetic genes that Great Plains Laboratory used to run. So I haven't tried to understand all 1,000. You look at more at the tests that we run these days, which is a little bit smaller. I mean, shoot, I've seen some that are 100, most are in the 50 range. And the problem that I have with epigenetic testing is when I know there's 1,000, and let's just say for grins right now, right? Like 50 are for methylation. And if you have 25 that are hypermethylated and 25 that are undermethylated, then what are you? Are you even? So what I end up doing is I run homocysteine, I'll run methylmalonic acid, I'll run a hair test and a urine test that all test Bs. And I will go, this is what is happening in your body versus what's not happening in your body. So if I see a hair test from somebody that has a lack of, let's say, sodium and potassium, so your cellular energy is going to be low. You're not going to oxidize well. You're not going to detox well. If I see homocysteine low or cobalt in your hair test low, homocysteine would be a blood test, then I know that you probably don't process B vitamins well. So therefore, you're not going to be methylating. You're not going to be able to detox well. So these are the things that I'm looking for more than the genetic side. I bring up the genetics because some people are like, well, genetically, I'm just like this. Or they'll say, well, why is it that you could deal with some mold, but if I walk into a house with mold in 30 minutes, I feel really awful? It's because we all are a little bit different. And I think it was Ben Lynch. I was reading his book, and it clicked with me when he said, somebody's got to fight off the saber-toothed tiger when you're a nomadic tribe back 2,000 years ago, right? Somebody's got to fight off the tiger. But then some, they need to, when they taste the water, they get sick really fast. It doesn't kill them, but they get sick really fast. So then they tell everybody else, don't drink this water. So those are more of your canary in the coal mine. And you got your people that maybe worry or a little bit more anxious. So they're always keeping an alert so that if somebody was invading your tribe, that they can wake the warriors up to go do it. I think I'm more on the warrior gene type, but honestly, I work with all the people that are a little bit more the canary in the coal mine. And I think that's because of the fact that mold knocked me down, even though it's harder to take me down, I still can. So I'm sympathetic. And then once we can get people that are more the canary side, if you can actually supercharge their mitochondria, you can pull them from feeling so bad to being actually really resilient. My wife's a little bit more on that canary side. And if I give her a bunch of mitochondrial support, she can tolerate staying in that hotel room that we probably shouldn't be staying in. But unfortunately, we already paid for it and we're in there. And, you're going to Mexico. How are you going to get in a tropical environment at a hotel? How can you possibly find a room with no mold? It's almost impossible.
It's going to be very difficult, 100%.